Yo, what's poppin' guys? Sizzle here. Today we're taking a look at all the Roadhog skins to figure out what the best one is. So first off, we have Overwatch 1 Roadhog, which looks alright. You got that little cool thing on his back, the little grinder thing by his ass, the classic belly, the classic mask, the Road Rage little, whatchamacallit, license plate. It's all pretty cool, but it really isn't anything special, and a lot of Roadhog skins are really something special. So I'd say Overwatch 1 default kind of falls to low C tier territory. Then we have Overwatch 2 Roadhog, which keeps that Road Rage license plate, but actually puts on a belt. He keeps the same nice iconic mask and belly, but he gets like a visual overhaul on the rest of him that I think looks a lot nicer, and also instead of his classic hairstyle, he gets a mohawk, which I personally don't like as much. I kind of wish he kept the hairstyle. Besides that, the rest of the skin is just a straight upgrade, and I'd say pretty definitively a solid B tier. Then we have Butcher Roadhog. This one has a pretty cool looking hook, I suppose, and a decent looking gun. But outside of that, I mean, the skin is kind of ugly to look at, which I guess is supposed to be part of Roadhog's theme, but personally, I actually kind of think he looks nice like this. But I just don't really like how Butcher looks. The mask is obviously sick as fuck, but I think the rest of it kind of falls to the wayside. And for me personally, Butcher is a not so solid D tier skin, if I can find it. There's a lot of Roadhog skins. I have to really strain my eyes to find it. There it is. Then there's Islander Roadhog. He's black in this one, and he's got a cool mask, a cool hook, cool gun. The hook also has a rope on it, which you can't see here, but when you use it in game, it's really fucking cool. The Islander Roadhogs are some of my favorite skins in the game, and I mean, this is one of them. So for me, this one is a solid A tier, if I can find it. Where is he? There he is. Oh, solid A tier. Then we have Mako Roadhog, which is Shark Roadhog. Instead of a hook, he has an anchor, which is kind of funny. And then he has this primary. I really like the look of this primary. Besides that, though, the treasure chest thing on his shoulder is cool. You know, the wheel on the shoulder is cool. The anchor obviously is sick. The shark mask is sick. But the rest of the skin's just kind of okay. I still believe personally that this is a low A tier skin, though. It's really, really well done. Yeah, that's all there's to say about it. And there's Shark Bait, which, you know, instead of the nice blue pants and blue shark, is a more just bland shark, and, you know, clown pants or whatever. I guess these are like actually pirate pants as well. But I don't know. I think the blue and like the vibrancy of the other Shark Roadhog is just way better than this one, and this one's just a straight downgrade in like every single way. It's still cool. I mean, it's still a dope skin, but there's just no reason not to use the other Shark Roadhog, so I'd say this is a B tier. Then we have Toa. I mean, it's the same as Islander, except this guy is white with black hair instead of black with white hair. For me personally, I think that's cooler, and I think these two skins are kind of the dividers between A and S tier, and at this here, for me, is an S tier skin. Then we have Lacrosse Roadhog, and this one looks kind of shit in my opinion. It covers up his iconic belly with like this relatively shitty design. The mask looks absolutely awful. The hook looks even worse than the stock. The gun actually looks alright, but basically looks like stock. It's just like a downgrade to stock Roadhog in every single way, and it's super like vibrant in all the wrong ways to the point that it actually almost looks dull. I'm gonna say this is an F tier skin for me. Then we have Junkenstein's Monster, an almost default looking hook. I guess it's like in the shape of a crane or whatever, or a crow. The primary is really fucking cool. It's a single barrel shotgun, which looks dope. Obviously, the little electric thing on his back is sick, and then the fact that he's Frankenstein's Monster is really, really cool. This is definitely one of the better Roadhog skins. I'd say it's in the middle of A tier. I really do like it. Then there's Ice Fisherman Roadhog, which turns him into a walrus, which I'm actually a big fan of personally. I use the skin for a bit myself. I like the tri-pronged hook, is pretty cool. The gun definitely could use some work, but it's still pretty solid. But the skin is just sick, and the hook is pretty decent to go with it. I'm gonna say this one for me, even though I did use it a lot, is probably just a high B tier. Then we have Beijing. I like this one. This is like what Butcher Roadhog should have looked like. If this was Butcher Roadhog and he still had the same hook and gun as Butcher Roadhog, it'd be cool. But he doesn't have that. Instead, he has a really cool rake hook and a very nice looking primary bamboo shotgun. It just looks sick. I don't know what it is about this skin, but every time I look at it, I'm like, damn, this skin looks fucking dope. And for that reason, it's an S tier. Then we have Militia Roadhog. This one 6, I think, uses right now, and he's the number 1 Roadhog. Interesting looking hook. I guess this is probably why I use it. The laser sight, like super high tech looking primary. I will say every time I see this primary in game, it looks dope. But I don't like the camo, soldier Roadhog. I just don't think it fits his character that well, and I don't think it looks that great either. I think mainly why 6 uses this is that really cool primary, because it does look sick at all times. It is really fucking cool. But the actual skin and everything else around it is so awful that I can't realistically put this super high up, so I'm going to put it in C tier. Then we have Toxic Roadhog. And I mean, yeah, he's got like a little toxic helmet on. I guess there's like some fluid in his hook or whatever, but otherwise looks almost like stock. And then this looks like almost like a stock shotgun as well. It's alright. I think I've seen way too much of this skin, though. It doesn't really... I mean, it's alright, don't get me wrong. It's like a C tier, but it's nothing crazy. Actually, no, it's above stock Overwatch 2 Roadhog. I'll move that down to C tier, and then this up to bottom of B. Then we have Midas Roadhog. This is the only Overwatch League skin I have ever bought, outside of like a few of the McDonald's Florida Mayhem ones. Which I got from stuff I watched, but I actually bought credits specifically to get this skin. I mean, it's just amazing. You know, the burning hook, when you throw it, you can't really see it too well here, but the chain is magma. When you throw out your hook, you have a magma hook. The primary is really fucking sick looking and has that little token there. The whole skin is like mostly gold in all the right places. You still show some nice muscle and skin. The champion San Francisco thing on his belly, it looks pretty nice. The flaming hair is just amazing. The thing on his back is also really cool, and then the general outfit is just amazing. I mean, this is probably one of the best skins in all of Overwatch, and it's definitely, in my opinion, Hog's best skin. Then we have Pigpen Hug, which is muddy Overwatch 1 Hug. I just don't think it works, to be honest. It's just, I'm not a fan of the skin. I'm going to put in low D tier. Then we have Stitched Hug, and I don't know what about this is stitched. He does have a red and white color scheme, I guess, but I think that just looks awful and is F tier. Then there's Frosty Road Hug, which is, defaults like primary and hook with some recolors, and then like a snowman version of Hug, where it says Snow Powder and Snow Rage, which are neat little features, and he also has that nice little top hat, which I'm a really big fan of. And just mainly for the top hat, this is an A tier skin. The rest of it is mostly stock, but I think it just looks nice. There's some nice attention to detail without really going overboard. I think it looks really dope. Then there's Rudolph Rude Hug, and also I guess his hook is the default too. You can see like the default metal. But Rudolph Rude Hug, he's like glowing belly, and I guess antler ears, and that's really about it. And I guess it says Ho Hog, which I never really noticed. A funny little detail. Outside of that, the hook and chain are literally stock, and the colors on this look absolutely awful, as does the design on his stomach. I just don't really like this skin, I'll be real. I don't think it goes good at all. I'd say it's a low D tier. Then there's Patchamari Hug, number 1 fan. Patchamari on the stomach, little Patchamari propeller hat is really dope. The color scheme of it's all pretty dope. The Patchamari pants, the Patchamari stamps and stuff on them. The hook and shotgun aren't anything crazy, but the base skin is just very cute. It's a cute Roadhog skin. I'd say it's a high B tier. Then we have Karen Roadhog, which is overgrown Roadhog. You can see there's even cracks in his stone back and stuff and stomach. Got a cool design. The main part still says Road Rage, but now it's a stone license plate. There's a bunch of grassy mohawk and flowers and stuff. It's pretty cool, but it's nothing too crazy. It is a very nice, notable side grade to stock, though. And for that, I'll give it credit. I'll put it, above Toxic and B tier. I think that's where it belongs. Then we have Kiwi Roadhog. It's a green Overwatch 1 Roadhog. I mean, that's nothing special. Overwatch 1 Roadhog's already just mainly nice because it's so iconic. This one really is just worse. It's definitely D tier. Mud Roadhog is like a blue shoulder pad instead, which I think it actually makes it look worse. That's an F tier for me. Sand Roadhog has a green shoulder pad. That one really just doesn't look great either. It's better than blue, but not by much. Also F tier. This one's interesting though. He gets an orange shoulder pad and like purple main clothing. And it's okay. It's called Thistle, by the way. It's alright. I'd say it maybe is a nice side grade to Overwatch 1 stock, so I'll put it in C tier with it. Then we have Noxious Roadhog, which is the same as the green venomous one, except it is purple. And I think they upped the outfit. Like the outfit was like super worn out and stuff on this one. The outfit here is like more what I feel like I would see on a evil chemist type of guy. Also, yeah, and it's purple instead of green, which I think actually looks a lot nicer personally. Still nothing super crazy, but just by being purple, I think this goes up under Ice Fisher in B tier. Then we have Cyberhug. This skin is disgusting to look at. When I think of like a Discord moderator, ugliest people on the fucking planet, this is what I fucking see every single time. The thing on his back doesn't even like clip properly or look good at all. The front just looks super vile and disgusting. This little like wolf hologram thing looks awful as well. The way he's all covered up looks awful. The primary weapon actually looks sick, and the chain looks pretty cool as well, but the skin itself looks so god awful that I can never use this, like even ironically. It's just an easy F tier. Then there's Cyclops Roadhog, and this one puts a mask over his face that isn't the default one, which I personally don't really like. The sandals and stuff and the rest of it's all pretty cool. It's like a battle-hardened, Cyclops. But I don't like the mask that much. And then the primary is almost stock. The chain is almost stock. There's not really too much special about this one. It just ends up feeling really bland. And for that, I'd say it's probably just somewhere in C tier. And then the last one is Roadbot. I fucking love this one. I think it looks pretty cool. The roboticized Roadhog with a little bit of fire coming out the top. Really dope looking pig mask on his head with the Lucia little sound amp instead of the usual breathers. The metallic pig in the middle is pretty dope. Unfortunately, it does remove the license plate. That's, I feel like, a pretty iconic part of his kit. He just had this little cool chompy thing on his back. And then, the gun is mainly stock and the hook is mainly stock too. I just really like the look of the skin. I think it looks pretty dope, but it's nothing too insane. I'm going to put it probably under Ice Fisherman and B tier, mainly because the primary and the hook didn't change. If I could make a really goated side grade to Midas, which is definitely just the best hog skin, it would probably be taking the primary from either Cyberhug or, whatchamacallit, that other one that kind of looked like shit. I actually forgot the name of that skin. Militia? Yeah. It'd probably be taking the primary from Militia or Cyberhug, along with one of the cooler looking hooks, like either the one from Midas, where the hook looks cool, isn't on fire, has like the molten hook, or even one like maybe, Mako or Islander, where the hook is a rope, because I think that one works pretty cool as well. And that would probably be my best hog skin. It's just combining all that together. Unfortunately, a lot of the better looking skins just have like a default primary and hook, and that kind of ruins a lot of them. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the hog skins. Let me know if you disagreed in the comments, and hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.